you save your tax refund, or can you otherwise save money when you're going into bankruptcy? Again, we're going to confine this question to Chapter 7 bankruptcies, which is the fresh start bankruptcy. You keep what you have, you lose the debt, you're in and out in a few months. The answer to that question is, again, always it depends. Yes, the answer is yes, you can if you don't have home equity above a certain amount. So if you just bought a home and your home equity is not that much, then you can use the federal exemptions. If you don't have home equity, you can use the federal exemptions, which have a wild card exemption. So it does depend, but in most cases, if you don't have excessive or really any, very little if any home equity, and you don't have like a paid for car that's worth more than, let's say, 10 grand, then you can save at least $10,000 or keep at least $10,000 in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So the answer is yes, you can, but it depends what other things you're exempting, what categories of property those exemptions that are applied to. Just to give you an example, you can file bankruptcy, and let's say a married couple, because then you have two sets of exemptions. Married couple can file bankruptcy and they can have $30,000 in their bank account, file bankruptcy with $35,000 of debt. I mean, I'm just using that to make a point, but and they could discharge that debt and keep the $30,000. Okay, that's how it works. It's not an out to get you process, it's a process with rules that have to be applied correctly. So obviously, if you have 30 grand in your bank account and you have $35,000 of debt that you haven't paid, I mean, probably you're just gonna maybe settle that debt for a lesser amount, you're gonna do something else. But it shows a point though that you can keep that money. The rule is it's exempt. If you have wild card and your husband and wife each have it, they don't have expensive cars, they don't have home equity, they're renters, lived in Texas for the last 2 years, then yeah, file bankruptcy, get that wild card exemption. You can max it out of about 15 grand, and you can keep that cash in the bank, exempt your tax refund. Otherwise, talk to me beforehand, and essentially you're gonna be spending through that savings. If you have something acceptable way to spend it, you're gonna spend it on necessities, car repair, health care, something like that, and then file bankruptcy. You're talking to the attorney, you can sort through all this stuff to avoid losing money. And in some cases, if you don't have home equity, you can exempt a pretty good amount of savings cushion in your bank when you file.